told a story of an English sailor with scurvy left to die on a deserted island. The sailor had been left no food. Feeling hungry, he nibbled a few blades of beach grass. The next day, he felt stronger, and he ate more grass. And after that, the day after that, more grass and more grass and more grass. And finally, he was completely well. So in other words, the vitamin C in the grass had cured him. So this told Lynn there must be some nutritional factor here. And here's a good practical concept. Suppose that someone tonight, tomorrow, the next day asks you, come up to my apartment and let's share some grass. So what would you say? You would say, absolutely. The more vitamin C we get, the better. Okay? Well, okay. Well, here's a photograph that illustrates a good point. So, what is this attractive, very intelligent child doing? Well, this child is eating her daily supply of grass, and of course, she is saying, "Well, I'd really rather have milk, but I don't want to get scurvy." Okay. All right. The second controlled experiment, or a different controlled experiment, the investigation and the effect of exercise on digestion. All right. Well, Frederick the Great we're talking about, or Frederick. Well, he was a Holy Roman Emperor, so he was a scientist. Frederick the Great, and a leading scientist of the time. In fact, if any of you are interested in falcons, his writings are still regarded with value. So, if any of you are interested in falcons, this is what you ought to be reading. Okay, well anyway, he was interested in the effect of exercise on digestion. So he did a very simple experiment. All right, two men ate large meals. One exercised, one did not. 1 hour later, both were killed and cut open to examine the stomach contents. And the one who rested and digested his meal better. Well, basically, this is quite appalling. I think we are all shocked and appalled that this type of experiment was done. And most of us are appalled because look at the lack of regard for human life. But I know one thing. You statisticians out there, you're appalled because there was only one person for treatment. And so that means there was no standard error. That means there was no statistical differences between treatments. And well, we have to be thankful, very thankful, that back in the 1200s there were no statisticians. Okay, here's an illustration of this concept of King Frederick. And he's getting his volunteers here. But he said, did you enjoy your meal? And the volunteers are not very smart. They say, yeah, very much. But what is the surprise second part of the experiment? Well, gentlemen, don't ask what the second part is. All right. Now, we're going to make our way towards the concept of the vitamin theory. Who came up with this concept that there are vitamins? In other words, these nutrients required in small quantities in food. Who came up with this? Well, was it Louis Pasteur? No, and that's why we have a mustache, black hat, all this sort of thing. He is our villain. And, well, in 1860, he made the point, the only nutrients in food are water, protein, energy, and acid, and that's all. And then he said bacteria or germs cause disease. Of course, he's very famous for this. Tremendous amount of work. But anyway, the studies of Pasteur that bacteria cause disease actually inhibited the vitamin theory, because all of these vitamins that we talked about, so many people thought, oh, this must be an infectious disease. Beriberi is an infectious disease. Pellagra is an infectious disease. This is what the thinking was, of course. All right, now we're going to talk about a different disease that was killing sailors in the Japanese Navy. We're not talking about scurvy now, we're talking about beriberi. Okay, in 1880, the Japanese Navy numbered about 5,000. 1 year later, 1,725 men had died of beriberi. And in 3 years, almost 5,000 Japanese sailors had died various amounts of disinfecting. They did some sterilizing and trying to isolate organisms, and they could not. They could find no germ that was causing beriberi. Well, finally, they listened to the Japanese naval sergeant, who was named Takiki. Takiki believed diet was causing beriberi. He didn't believe it was caused by a germ or bacteria. He believed it was diet. So he did an experiment. He had 2 ships of 300 men each. Well, okay, ship number 1 went off to sea, and they were consuming the typical Japanese diet. The typical Japanese diet, mostly polished rice and some fish. Okay, ship number 2, this had more of a British type diet. He had observed that the British don't have this problem. So he thought, well, maybe it's what the British are eating. So the diet was changed. Still some of this polished rice, but now we have meat, milk, and vegetables. So what happened? What happened when the ships came back? Well, 180 or 60% of the sailors consuming the typical Japanese diet had beriberi. But only 4 of 300 men had beriberi on the ship that was receiving the more British type diet. So, well, of course, we asked the question, why was there beriberi in the 4 sailors? Well, upon close questioning of these sailors, they were asking them, well, what did you eat exactly? They found out that basically their mommies had packed them a bag of food, packed them a lunch. They were brown bagging it. In other words, they brought aboard the ship more polished rice. So they were not eating the meat, the milk, and the vegetables. So this was the reason. So anyway, Takiki was able to eliminate beriberi from the Japanese Navy. We're going to see where this is important a little bit later. But, okay, so why do you think, or what reason do you think Takiki used to explain why this diet had cured beriberi? Do you suppose he logically figured out there must be a nutrient in minute quantities that's needed for the oxidative decarboxylation